So for this strategy, we're going to be using two major things to help us have a higher probability trade. The first thing is going to be support and resistance. That is going to help us with entries, with exits. And then we're going to be using the moving averages. And this is to add confluence to our trades. Now, if you guys don't know, there are some absolutely fantastic pros to using the moving average. So first of all, it can give you an idea of the direction of the market. So if we're in an uptrend, it will show you that we're in an uptrend. If we're in a downtrend, it will show you we're in a downtrend. And if we're in a consolidating market, it will show you we're in a consolidating market by going straight through the candlesticks. So it can be used for market direction. Another good way to use the moving averages is it can be used as a dynamic support and resistance. Essentially, if you're in a downtrend, price can come up and test the moving average as resistance, and if you're in an uptrend, price can come down and test the moving average as support. It can be used as a dynamic support or resistance. Not only that, another great benefit from a moving average is you can use it to determine where you want to put your stop losses, because you can put them above the moving averages, as I said, because they can be used as a dynamic support and resistance. Now, do you guys want the nice things in life? Do you want to be financially free? Do you want to drive that Lamborghini? Do you want to get out of the 9 to 5 rat race? Well, I am here to help every single one of you. If you guys didn't know, I have launched a premium signals group. This is where you can take the exact trades that I take, and we can all make some absolute bank together. If you guys are interested, get in contact with me via email. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming up to our indicators tab up here. We're going to click on indicators and we're just going to type in moving average. So this is the one we're going to pick. We're going to click it once, that'll bring on one moving average, and then we're going to click it a second time and that'll bring on two moving averages. So we're going to get rid of this, and then we're going to go to our top left hand corner and go into the settings tab. And then we're going to want to change one length to 21. Okay, and then we're going to want to change the other length to 50. And once again, all this means is we're going to be taking the last 50 candlesticks and giving us an average price. And we're also going to be taking the last 21 candlesticks and giving us an average price. We're going to want to change the method from SMA to EMA. Okay, like so. Save that and then do exactly the same for the other one. So we're going to want to go to method, SMA, and then we're going to want to change that to EMA. Now what we're going to want to do again is go onto the settings and change the color of one of them. So we're going to want to change the top one, and we're going to want to change this to preferably not green or red, but a different color that stands out and is obviously different to blue. So for this one, we're just going to go for a nice sort of orangey, yellowy color like that. Now what's happened here is when the orange moving average is above, we're looking for sells, and when the orange moving average is below, we are looking to buy. So at the moment, as you can see, we've got a moving average crossover. For this market in particular, we would be looking to sell it. But once again, we don't want to use this just as our confluence. So we're going to draw some support and resistance zones to help us gauge how we're going to put a buy in, how we're going to put a sell in, where we're going to put them in. So these are our major support and resistance zones. As you can see here, this has been acting as a nice resistance. So we've got resistance here, resistance, resistance, and every time we've come into this area of interest, we've always fallen away. Okay, once again, the same with this area. Down here is support. What we've done is we've come into this area once, tested again twice, and we've pushed up all the way to up here. So if you don't know, this is actually a consolidating market. How do we know this? Because the moving average is going through price action. It's not going above it like it is up here. It's not above it. If we go a bit further back, like here, it's not below it. And once again, here is a perfect example of the moving averages being used as a dynamic support and resistance. So it's come tested in here, moved away, come tested in here, moved away, almost tested in here, moved away, touched the moving average here, moved away. So it is a very great tool to use as support and resistance, once again with additional confluence. So here is a great example of when we could possibly use AUD JPY using the moving average and once again using support and resistance. So if we go onto the daily time frame, once again what we've got here, okay, is yes, we are pushing downwards on the daily time frame, but we have broken above a major support zone, okay, and we've come back to retest. So what we're going to do is we've got support in here, support, tested as resistance, broke through, and now we're testing this support zone again. So what we're going to do is then drop down to the 4-hour time frame, okay, and we're going to be waiting. So as you can see here, this is where we got our moving average crosses over. So now we've gone from looking from a sell bias to looking for a buy bias. We've got the break, we've got the retest over here. Now we're going to be looking for buys in this area. So what have we got? We've got the break and we've got the retest. Right in here, we've got a beautiful bullish engulfing. So we'd go for a long position in there, like so. Stop losses where they are now. You could take profits at these previous highs for a 1-to-1, or you could be a bit more greedy and then target all the way up here for a nice 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. We've got the break, we've got the retest, and we've got the moving average crossover.